Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm gonna get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
That's Wait, you're not kidding. Europe?
Mm-hmm.
No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships. Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen, you did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came into the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay. So I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
gonna...
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But, not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see. Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of Bounds, the web series that takes you behind the scenes of my basketball journey. And helping me film these videos is my main man, Xander Jones, our in-house filmmaker. Xander, come talk to the people.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'll be helping out MP with his social media content.
All right, get out of here. But Xander, you got any questions for your boy?
Yeah, how are you adjusting to life in France so far?
Woo, man, listen, I just got here yesterday. So I've basically unpacked my clothes, and that's it.
That's fair. When do you start hooping?
I'm actually about to head to the gym for my first practice with Paris FC Basket. I'm gonna meet my teammates, my coaches, and I'm just really looking forward to it all.
All right, after you settle in, what are you looking forward to the most about living in France?
I know it, but whatever. The food. My dad's an amazing chef, and he gave me this whole list of stuff I gotta try.
All right, well, what's on it?
Man, this thing is in categories, bro. I barely know how to say this stuff. But we got beef bourguignon, coq au vin, ratatouille, and cassoulet. He's got like 75 cheeses on the list and all kinds of breads.
Man, that sounds like a serious list.
Oh yeah, my dad does not play when it comes to his food. But that all comes later, because I came here to prove myself against the best NBA prospects in France, and everything takes a backseat to that goal.
Bet that. Sounds like you're in for some exciting times out here.
And you're all along for the ride with me, so can't wait. Are we done? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I think we have enough, I'll give you a cut signal. I'll just straight up say we're good.
Oh, right. You said that before. My bad.
Nah, bro, look, don't sweat it. You know, you're doing great, bro. Your personality is really coming through, and that's what's gonna hook people. You know, they'll come for the basketball, but they want to get to know you, as a person. So,
luckily, I'm a yapper, so.
I could definitely see that. You got any plans for after practice?
Rest and recovery, really. I got my first game coming up in a couple of days, so I'm like, I gotta be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and go! Let's move, let's move! Full speed, come on, let's go!
I got Bucky that time.
Cheaters never win.
No, I got him. Hey, is all the practices this intense?
The first part, yes. Then we do more plays and things of that nature. Then more conditioning. Then more plays. It keeps going on and on like this.
Man, I gotta tell you something. Back home, captains usually come a bit more serious, but I like you. You're funny.
This is not a joke. We have to have peak fitness to compete. Like football.
Let's huddle up, let's go, let's go!
I understand.
This is professional life. We make practice difficult so that the games are easy.
Fourth quarter's winning time, boys. But it's also when you're the most exhausted. To win, we gotta be the fittest team on the court. All right, so we're gonna do a scrimmage that simulates late game exhaustion. Short shot clock, full court, all out hustle. I want you moving faster than Busta Rhymes raps, all right? Let's go, let's go!
Hey, Cap. Does Coach know Busta Rhymes or something?
No.
Weird.
Hey, you got one more, one more. You got it out. Flush it down. Julio, watch him. Hey, good boy, good boy. Sit on it.
Conditioning is not optional, people. All right? Okay. We're going to work on sideline out-of-bounds plays, a staple of late-game offense. These have to be executed to perfection to be successful, which is especially hard when you're tired. First play is called Cypress. What we're trying to do is spring Pierre for a 3, and there are 3 members of Cypress Hill, so that should be easy to remember. Insane in the membrane. Anyone?
Insane in the brain.
Bogey gets it. See? He gets it. All right. What we're trying to do is get Pierre an open look for a corner 3. MP, you got to set a hard screen. If your man blows past you, we're cooked. Got it?
Oui, coach. I got you.
You got it? Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Move it. Move it, MP. Get to your spot now. Come on. Play tough. Play tough. Oh, God. You're not in high school anymore, MP. You got to play tough here. Let's go. Bang that. Bang that.
Cap, was that dude raised by a pack of wolves?
What do you mean by this?
I mean, it feels like a pack of animals just ran through me.
He's a good guy to have on your side. Doesn't talk much, but loyal.
To you, maybe.
It's backwards and forwards, MP. You're not Dr. Dre. We're not going to wait 16 years for you to release Compton.
What you mean, coach?
You need to move quickly, without hesitation, like Lil Wayne releasing his mixtapes at his peak.
Better.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Coach Graves makes confusing hip-hop metaphors from 30 years ago.
Does he know that, though?
I don't think so.
Let's line them up!
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second-rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can, and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah. Just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off the socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah, that's good.
What's
Xander,
up?
I need help up.
I got you.
Yep.
Oh, yes, sir.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Welcome, everyone, to 2K's coverage of the FBSL. For 2K Sports, I'm Blake Zuniga with Brian Vanafitemi and Tim Swartz. We have a fun one for you tonight. It's Paris FC Basket hosting Nanterre Elite. Some great young talent on these teams.
And the name to watch tonight for Nanterre is Benoit Lambert, who's long been regarded as one of the up-and-coming French talents, and he'll look to leave his mark here tonight.
But Paris has their own prospect making his debut. MP comes in from the U.S., and we'll get to see him in action.
And a bit of a strange path for MP to come over to France, but he'll have plenty of chances to show what he can do, as Nanterre is a sound basketball team.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big name has to be Benoit Lambert. Really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Peltier. Pass to Marks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chauvet up top. And a great assist that time by Marks.
Man, Chauvet was just calling for that one. He was confident in that shot.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
To the paint. Oh, and a slam by MP.
Big show of athleticism by MP, going up strong for the dunk.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
I'm really interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. To the inside. There's Lambert. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so it'll go to the line. 3-point play opportunity.
When we talk to scouts, GMs, people in the NBA, it's almost a certainty Lambert will be playing in North America soon. Most projections, most people we talk to have him going probably early in the second round.
Now here's MP. MP can't get that one to fall. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Great positioning on the putback.
Love the effort right there from Illich. He knows exactly what it takes to win.
Pass to Peltier. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Chauvet with it, guarded by Zadirko. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Now here's Dumont. MP outside. Takes the three. The shot, no good.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Nanterre in the lead. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Screen by Lambert. Peltier outside. Good on the three-point shot.
There's Frankie Peltier helping the team stretch out that defense.
Here's MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
Forget that he's the point guard. He can power those down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better, he's a phenomenal finisher.
Yeah, little guy can get up.
Yeah, I love seeing those kind of hops out of that spot on the floor.
Count it.
Oh, nice, great touch from Peltier. Now, something that's interesting when you kind of think about it, the fitness level of these players, the professional level, it's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's Chauvet. And a great assist by Lambert as that one goes in.
Well, out here in Europe, there are no shortage of sharpshooters. Chauvet showing off his long-range talent. Heads up. Play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
11 feet out. Harris grabs the miss. Pass to Dumont. Shoots over Peltier. And Paris tacks on 2 more. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nanterre lead out in front. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. And welcome back as we get set to start this. Both teams changing it up here. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Chauvet up top. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And for the young players like NP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Now here's Chauvet. He's got 7. Over NP. And it's Chauvet missing. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. In Dumont, slamming it down.
Nice sharp drive by Dumont. He's much more effective when he's cutting and moving.
Outside Chauvet. Girard. This one for 3. Shot is good.
Guarding him on the perimeter, it isn't a priority for them right now, but it will be. He keeps hitting those shots.
MP, Chauvet covering. Back to MP. The 3 ball. And Lambert pulls it down.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's. And MP is just taking charge right now. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to score.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. 3-pointer Chauvet. A rebound by Vasseur. Harris with the lead. Inside. Leduc takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That is right where they wanted to get that ball.
And there's a foul called on MP. That will be his second foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Chauvet. He's tightly guarded. Outside Marks. Hits it from 3-point range.
Knocking it down from outside. Great work by Marks, stretching out the floor.
MP left side. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
His stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are just falling for him.
Lambert.
Zadirko defending.
Outside, Marks.
From outside, off the mark.
Here's Paris.
It's a three-point game.
And stolen by Chauvet. Now here's Marks. He's covered by Ahern. And here's Paris.
To the middle.
Here's MP. Oh, rejected by Lambert. And that's out of bounds. Paris will retain possession.
First half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. Second half just getting underway. Here's Marchand.
Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Peltier outside.
Drills the three-pointer.
One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Now here's Chauvet.
No good with the elbow jumper.
And here's Ahern behind the arc.
And no good.
Nanterre leading.
Down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the three.
Here's Lambert. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Now here's Chauvet.
9 points in the game. Inside.
Marchand right side. Outside Marks. Screen by Lambert.
To the paint. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Using every last second of the shot clock. A precisely timed attack from Lambert.
Here's MP. Marchand with the rebound. Pass to Lambert. Marchand. Peltier. Guarded by Dumont.
Pulls it.
There's another one for Nanterre Elite.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Zadirko. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points in the game.
And Nanterre Elite with possession.
7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, they're on a big run. I'd say this is the beginning of the end.
I'd say you're right.
Here's MP.
They can't stop the run with that one. And stolen by Zadirko. And they're on the break. And it's in.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this around. He needs to take charge. He's been a little hesitant to pull the trigger for some reason.
Now here's Peltier.
13 points in this game.
MP outside.
Pass to Zadirko. To the middle.
And MP gets it to go.
Athletic play from MP inside, getting around the traffic and finding a shot.
drive. Marks. Fires for three. Tries again. And the layup good by Lambert.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Now here's Ahern. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And out of bounds, Harris will take it. And Nanterre making a change here. Harris trailing. And he gets it to go.
Using his size around the rim. Elich cashing in for two. Playing big for Paris.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Chauvet. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
He's been Mr. Reliable again today. They need his points, and he's providing them.
Here's Elich. Soft touch off the glass.
He's doing his best to carry them, but he can only do so much. Things would be a lot different for them if he was getting a little bit more help.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Nanterre lead out in front, leading by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the inside. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it. And as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Marchand, defended by Elich. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Down low. Here's MP. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Well, we heard scouts were here to see what Lambert could do, but MP is certainly making a case for himself.
Most people thought Lambert would be running away with this game, but MP is letting those NBA scouts know Lambert is not the only player they should be paying attention to.
Superb assist. He played the role of maestro on that one.
Pass to Marchand. The basket good off the assist from Lambert.
Big time bucket. Marchand coming through. Those are important points.
To the paint with the shot. MP, it's good.
What an effort from MP on the offensive end. He knows they need a bucket, and he gets them one.
Marchand with it. Pass to Peltier. To the middle. Kick out to Chauvet. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Lambert. Let's go with a 3. Chauvet. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just so poised out there. Lambert doesn't really care about the situation. He's always ready to deliver.
Inside. Kick out to Chauvet. Now here's Marks. Defense right on him. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Lambert. Here's the 3. Harris grabs the miss. And here's MP from the arc. Nails it! And he has brought them within 2 points.
The bigger the moment, the brighter MP shines. That is a play to remember.
Chauvet, covered by MP. Lambert inside. Zadirko on him. Marks for 3. Pass to
through Marshall. Shoots over Illich. A rebound by Zadirko. Still anybody's game at this point.
No question, this becomes a very big possession. Well, Illich has been in these kind of situations before. He knows how to get it done. His team needs it the most.
Now a timeout called by Nanterre. Here's Peltier, guarded by Dumont. To the paint. And that'll be Nanterre's ball as it goes out of bounds and they keep possession. Now a timeout called by Nanterre. Lambert. Pass to Shohei. He's off from three. Regulation has ended, and we are headed to overtime. Hold tight. We've got more basketball action headed your way. And we're back. We're ready to bring you overtime in what's been an exciting contest here in Paris. Pass to Lambert. Back to Chauvet. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Unbelievable basket. With the huge height disadvantage, I thought for sure he'd be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in his way.
Boy, that guy's got some guts.
Lambert's shot is good.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert, and with every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing.
Stolen by Marchand. Now Chauvet. Peltier outside. Screen by Lambert. To the middle. The basket good off the assist from Peltier.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Here's Henry for three. And Lambert pulls it down.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make a comeback.
Marchand, defended by Illich. Shot is off by Marchand.
The fadeaway is about his only option once he decided to shoot. Defender had good position. Who says the point guard should look to pass first? Not when you can finish like this fella.
He wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Yeah, straight up to the rim.
That's one he'll always take himself. And he should. You just can't pass on that kind of fun. Come on, you guys know that.
Outside Dumont. Empty outside. Launches it. Rebound by Nanterre.
They've led by as much as 10. Down low.
Chauvet.
Oh, Illich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Illich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
Nanterre leading.
Clock at 6.
Out of bounds. It'll be Paris ball.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
Stolen by Marchand. Outside Marks. Chauvet. Marchand with it. Illich picks him up.
And so they foul intentionally. And they go to the the intentional foul. And so here's Nanterre. Outside Chauvet. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back rim and in.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch. Well, overtime not clearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting to OT.
Final buzzer sounds. It's going to be Nanterre Elite walking out of here with a nice road win.
Well, you could see the level of poise that this Nanterre Elite team possesses. Stayed calm under pressure and made timely plays.
You could see how scouts are very interested in Benoit Lambert.
And with Lambert, it's clear that the numbers don't tell the whole story. He has a presence out on the court that you simply cannot replicate.